Hi, I'm Paul from Global Voice Network, and this is Logical Thinking on bbsradio.com. And that's bbsradio.com/logical thinking. This program is also streaming on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, Twitch, D Live, Rumble, Odyssey, and also on globalvoiceradio.net. Today, I've got Brittany with me from betterhealthherbs.com, and an awesome website. You would not believe the amazing things that are on there, and we're going to be talking about them. We'll be talking about the flagship products and also the combinations of products that target and specialize on uh, various ailments and shortcomings that you all know we have in our diets because the soils are so depleted. So, without further ado, let me bring Brittany onto the program. Brittany, hi, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And it's my pleasure and my honor. Also, so betterhealthherbs.com. Talk about that a little bit. Let's pop some contact information up here on the screen. There we go.
So that
Talk
is our
about.
website that we you purchase product from. Unfortunately, we had to take a lot of descriptions off, so you won't get a lot of information there. But that is where you will go to buy product, and a lot of the product is specialized formulas that we've created throughout the 60 years we've been doing this. So
Cool. And the reason you had to take the descriptions off is because of like Foxtrot Delta arrogant rules,
yes,
rules and
sir.
regulations,
Yes.
and I might as well take a moment to share one thing. This program is not intended to treat, diagnose, prevent, or cure any disease. As always, uh, check with your local health practitioner and your local health professional, assuming you can find one, uh, before acting on any information presented here. So, what kind of things do you have on betterhealthherbs.com?
So we have everything from things to, help for energy or for, uh, you know, diabetes, a bunch of different things that um, cleanse the body. So whether you're looking to, whether you're battling something, an element, a symptom or whatever you're dealing with, or if you're just wanting maintenance, either way, we have a wide range of products. So we do have categories that make it a little bit easier. When you look on our front page, we also have top sellers, so that it makes it a little bit easier, but you can also search in the search. When we send you protocols, you will always give you the link, but also the item number, and that's where you would put in the search. So try to make it as user friendly as possible, and we're always open to any suggestions as well. So
Okay, now do you have now you're also connected with your grandfather's website. That's where a lot of the specific health reports that go from the ailment or the condition, and then it explains what causes the condition, what the symptoms are, and what the most frequently used beneficial herbs are for that. So,
right.
do you want to share that website as well?
Yes. So his website is herbal, Herbal, health, Health, and then review, Review.com. Um, on there, you can become a member of his organization, which gives you a lifetime membership. Or you can do a monthly membership that gives you access to all of the descriptions of different things. So you can access everything on his website, as well as get a protocol based off of, you're going to fill out a member intake form that you will basically answer questions based off of your health. So whether you're dealing with something serious, mild, or just maintenance, you would disclose that in there, and then we would make a personal protocol for you, usually 30 days at a time, so that when you start uh, when your body starts responding, then, you'll go ahead and we'll make changes to the protocol at that time. So,
Okay, so his website is herbalhealthreview.com,
yes,
and your website is Better Health Herbs. And the connection is that herbalhealthreview.com has the information that Better Health Herbs cannot say about what the herbs can do or whatever. And
right.
that
Yeah, we have to
once
be separated. Yeah. So,
yeah. So once they get the information from Herbal Health Review, then they can go looking for the protocol that they need on herbal betterhealthherbs.com. So,
correct. Yeah. He'll, and in a lot of his information, the website, it will suggest products on our website. So,
okay. But he doesn't make any affiliate
no.
commission, or there's no financial relationship between the two. They're two
No, it's
separate.
completely separate. Yeah, he's not endorsing, he's not anything like that. He's just just like any information site, you guide people to the where you what products you use and that have worked for you. So, and that's what he's doing. So,
Okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense because uh, well, the C word, you can't even use the C word. I mean,
yeah.
come on. It's got four letters, but it's almost more offensive than the word snow.
Yeah, right. That's true. That's true.
I live in up I live in upstate New York, and I was born and raised in Minnesota, and International Falls, Minnesota is the coldest city in uh, the United States.
Yeah.
And, and I was 3 hours away from there. Not a
Yeah.
not
I, I grew up in Salt Lake City, Utah, so I'm not foreign to the snow, but yeah, Minnesota, that kind of takes a little they trump us in the snow for sure. So we get a lot of snow, but it doesn't get as cold as Minnesota. So
any good skiing out there.
oh, in Utah, yeah, they have the best snow on earth. That's what their slogan is. But I never went skiing or snowboarding until after I moved out of Utah. And then I took up snowboarding and stuff like that. But yeah, Park City is one of the best places to go snowboarding or skiing. So definitely
Excellent.
recommend it.
Excellent. Okay, so now you don't have just herbs on your website. You've got other things too. You have a colloidal silver generator on the
We do.
website? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So colloidal silver water is basically a natural antibiotic. It kills viral, bacterial, and fungal infections, over 600 to be exact. You can use it topically. You can use it as a spray. You can use it as a mouthwash. You can use it as an eye rinse. You can use it internally as an antibiotic. So I mean, it's a really, really good thing to have on hand, and make sure that you have, especially like in an emergency kit. So it tells you exactly. The only thing that you need is a glass jar, and distilled water, a little bit of sea salt, and then everything else comes with the kit that we provide to you. It's very small. It's about yay big, about this high, so you can fit it in anywhere. And it runs off a battery, so you don't need power. So
So essentially all you need is a container, and the unit is really pocket size, and
exactly, it really
it
is.
it runs on batteries, so it's portable. It's highly portable.
Yep.
And so if you have one of these, you can just answer the phone. Somebody says, "Oh, I'm really really sick." You just say, "Okay, hang on, don't go anywhere." You just grab the thing, you put it in your pocket, you stop off, you get some distilled water on the way,
Yep.
and next thing you know, you're there and you're creating colloidal silver right in your friend's kitchen.
Exactly.
Or-
It's so nice to have the, I mean, and then that's the nice thing about it is that you really only need one per family. You don't need, a bunch. You don't need to buy one for each person in the household or anything like that, like you do with some of the herbs. So, it's a really, really valuable thing to have, not just for your family, but for your neighbors, in case of an emergency and things like that, especially if you're not, regardless if you believe in medical or not, if you don't even have access to antibiotics, that you would want the next best thing in your mind, which the colloidal silver water has been around for centuries, and in my opinion, is a one of the better things to do, because it's a lot less invasive on our bodies, and it's a lot more effective in from the research that I've done. But a lot of the viral and bacterial, that does need medical antibiotics nowadays, are obviously the stronger ones. It's a lot determined when you get or when you hit the infection and things like that as well. And that's why it's so important, again, to have this colloidal silver generator on hand, is because right on the first onset of any type of sickness, infection, or anything like that, you can use it instead of waiting until the infection is bad and trying to get rid of it that way. So.
Okay, so the colloidal silver a little bit goes a really long way,
Mm-hmm.
and it's great for treating burns and for disinfecting wounds and killing germs on hard surfaces,
Yep.
everything else. But it a little bit really goes a long way. So if one member of the family has the generator, they can generate like a gallon of colloidal silver water, and
Yep.
then transfer it to old, well rinsed hydrogen peroxide bottles that have been relabeled,
Mm-hmm.
because you have to protect it from sunlight, isn't that right?
Yeah, that's why you want to put it in like amber bottles, and that's why you're suggesting the hydrogen, because it has, it's the brown, it protects it a little bit more. You can use a clear glass jug. You would just want to cover it with like a towel or something so that it makes it dark. So I know amber bottles are a little bit harder to get sometimes, or brown bottles. That's an alternative for you. A gallon. To make a gallon, just to kind of put it in a perspective, it's going to take you maybe about 30-45 minutes max to do a gallon. So it's really, really easy. My kids loved making colloidal silver water. They were 10-12 years old, making silver water, just in case. Or if they got, any type of scraper or anything like that, Mom, can I make some colloidal silver water? So it's very, very simple. It comes with a little booklet. It goes step by step with pictures on how to make it. So again, very, very easy. And then it also tells you a little bit about colloidal silver water, the history behind it, the research that's been done, the different bacterial, viral, and fungal infections that it's killed, and things like that. So.
Well, what I've done is I'll make a gallon and I'll split it up into like four of the 32-ounce
Mhm.
um,
Brown
um,
jugs, or the brown.
hydrogen peroxide bottles,
Gotcha.
and I also, now I'm not promoting Walgreens or Rite Aid or anything like that, but they have the coolest things. They've got little 8-ounce hydrogen peroxides that have a little bottle with a trigger sprayer on it. And I find those are just so completely cool. You can put 8 ounces of colloidal silver in there, and you can really put it anywhere. And if you get a cut or a scrape or a scratch or whatever, you just pull out that bottle, you give it a little spritz, and then cover it with a
Mhm.
band aid, and there
Mhm.
you go. I mean,
And like you said, sunburns too. It's crazy. I've had such great, amazing success stories with burns. My ex-husband had a burn on his hand from a stove fire. And I mean, it was pretty bad. And we were contemplating whether we should go, of course, he was trying to be macho. So I had him soak his hand in colloidal silver water for like 3 hours. And when we took it out, it was, if we didn't videotape the before and the after, nobody would have believed us, because it was that big of a difference. So it was, I mean, it was crazy. So, he definitely, he was on the fence of believing whether it was good or not. He grew up in a very medical family where, he didn't really know anything about herbs. Yeah, from that day forward, he was a believer and he told everybody about it. So it was pretty
mhm.
funny. But yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, it's such a great thing to have on hand, because it hits so many different elements, and it's safe for pregnant women. It's safe for babies. It's safe for kids. It's safe for, anybody can take this. The only person, that I've ever had any issues is somebody that has a silver allergy. And even that, we did experiments where when she did take it internally, she got a little bit of hives, but that's about it. But she would, from the sicknesses and stuff that she got, especially like during COVID and things like that, she definitely, she had to do other different things, so she was like, okay, I'm going to try it. And she was a believer. So
Right, and another beautiful thing about it is colloidal silver. There's no way that a virus or a bacteria can become resistant to it because
hmm
of the method that it kills the
exactly,
viruses and
exactly.
bacteria. It
Yep.
actually suffocates them.
Exactly. Yep.
So it doesn't kill them with the poison; it suffocates them, and there's no way they can become resistant.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, and I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. Like the old Marcus Welby claim. Um, I believe that a lot of the sickness and illnesses that we have in the compromised immune systems is the overuse of hand sanitizers and antibacterial cleaners.
I definitely,
Because
yeah, I definitely agree with that.
not only in the absence of those, the immune system gets lazy
hmm
and no longer can fight it, but
Exactly.
also the bugs themselves
Mhm.
become more resistant.
Yep.
They actually become stronger.
Yep. We
So
got super bugs now. That's what they call
yeah,
them. Yep.
you've got this perfect storm.
Yep.
And what other products what other like flagship products do you have on your website that go along this pretty much the same line where they're actually attempting to undo the damage that's been done by big retail and misinformation?
We have I've put together quite a few kits the last 5 years. So the kits are kind of new on our site. The reason why I put the kits together is because a lot of people were coming to us with the same issues. So I figured, it would be easier to put a kit together for everybody. So I would say the most popular kits right now are our purification detox kit and our purification repair kit. So basically what those are is it's a heavy metal detox, and it's a blood cleanser. So it's also going to help boost the immune system. So and then any damages that from vaccines or anything like that, or any illnesses, trauma, that's where the repair would go in and help to repair those organs that may have been damaged. So both of those, the purification detox kit is 4476, and the repair is 4479. So those are, if you just type in purification detox or purification repair, it's also on the first page. We have 3 new kits that we are just launching. They're actually launching tomorrow. There's the hair growth kit number 4441. So that's basically exactly what it is, what it says. You're going to get hair growth oil. You'll have a tincture that is a combination of herbs to help with, it's a bones, a hair, and nail strengthener, as well as, let's see, what else is there? There's 3 different products in there, and they'll all be listed there. We also have a heart strong kit. So it's basically a herb combo to help build the heart and strengthen the heart. That number is 4445. And then we also have a C comfort kit. And so basically what that is, the C word. But it's basically like, a lot of people are coming to us when they struggle with that, regardless if they're, going through chemo or not. They need a comfort kit. And so we're providing them with that as well. So that would be for like nourishment, pain, um, immune building, things like that. So as well as, like I said, you can always go on the herbalhealthreview.com, do a member intake form, get a personalized protocol if you do not know what to choose or what you need a little bit of guidance, as well as emailing us at healthherbs31 at gmail. Um, And then, there's a bunch of other kits, cleanse and detoxify kits. We have the high blood pressure kits, diabetes kits. So if you just browse on there, especially on that front page, you'll see a lot of them. It's pretty self-explanatory as far as the names. We've been forced to rename a lot of different things. So,
Right. Yeah.
so
I, and again, that's because of health claims and what you can
yeah,
and cannot say about something. And
yeah.
I there's a black oil or like a black tar or something like that. YouTube won't even let you talk about that. I
It's
bet it's
okay.
ridiculous.
Yeah, they
As a matter of
get really picky. So yeah, to be able to comply and keep doing what we're doing, we have to, adjust with the with the compliance. So
right, so it's like, um, how do you combat something like that where the how can you even do business when you can't even talk about um, things like that? I'm just bringing up
it's made it
betterhealthherbs.com. And,
it's made it very, very hard, to be honest with you. But luckily we have not been in it for necessarily the business aspect of it. We really have been on a mission to help as many people as we can, and I think that's really what has kept us in the game through the really hard times. And we've seen a lot of our peers, a lot of the people, a lot of our vendors, a lot of people not make it through the last 4 or 5 years. So honestly, that's what's been holding us on, is I think the intention that we went into it, and just the really trying to reach and help as many people as we can. And regardless of the business part of it, because I think we probably would have both gave up a long time ago if it was that. So but hearing so many testimonials every time we do broadcasts, every time we I mean, I get at least 10 a week when I talk on the phone, people just calling me to give me updates or emails, or so that's really what keeps us going, and letting us know that we're doing our work. So
right, and I actually have the website right here. Let me kill the branding and get out of the way. Uh, it's a beautiful website,
thank you.
um,
It's a
and
lot of years, heart and heart, sweat, tears, all that.
yeah, and there's so you've got the color retail catalog. Um, oh, you actually have an affiliate center.
We do. We discontinued the affiliate center for the last since March 2020, actually. So we're working on getting that back up and going. I'm really going to start launching a lot more of our wholesale and affiliate stuff like we did before. Also, starting in December or January, we're going to be doing tours in different cities where we'll be doing pre-sale tickets, and we'll be doing live consults and little seminars, and there'll be product raffles and all kinds of stuff there. So I'll only be announcements through the website. When you sign up or when you purchase on the website, you can also opt in for emails so that we can also send you any information on that as well.
Wow. Okay, I don't know where that came from. Um,
That's funny.
if, pull that remote.
That's a sign.
That's
That is
why
funny.
I have no idea. Okay, you've got herbal products, you've got
Yep.
sports and fitness, children's health, women's health,
So
cleanse and
when you
detox.
go
It's right
down,
there.
so you can go to those different categories, but also go down. This is going to be a lot of the. So if you keep going down, there's going to be new kits. There's going to be the a lot of our most popular items, the things that we talk about on the protocols, things like that as well. So, and remember, when you get a protocol, you get the links of each one. We also tell you how, when, where, all of that, how to take everything so you're not in the dark at all. You also can, email us back if you have any questions, but it's very, very self-explanatory. So there's the generator right there, the colloidal silver
Yeah.
generator, to kind of give you a visual of how big it is. So it is pretty small. I mean, like I said, it's about the size of a checkbook, but a little bit higher. Obviously it's about a half-inch high. So the Cleanse and Detoxify kit that I talked about, that's basically is a colon, liver, and blood cleanser. Helps to, make sure that your bowels are regular. So that's, even if you're not sick or anything like that, that one's a really good one to take.
Okay.
Weight
And then
loss.
there's the purification detox.
Yep, the one that we talked about, that one's going to help with heavy metals, vaccine detox, things like that. Weight loss plus kit, that one's very, very popular. I get it asked a lot. I've had 5 kids, so have 5 daughters between 19 and 11. So I've lost 100 pounds 5 times. That's the main things that I've used. Not, every time has been kind of different. I tell people that, but it's really looking back, and you have to look at your whole life and make some lifestyle changes. This is just an aid in the weight loss. So until you're ready to do that, I tell people don't waste your money. So unless
Okay.
you're ready to make the changes, but that will help tremendously, and you will get the results that you want. So.
Okay. Now, you must be doing something right, because I I'm still I missed about half of what you just said, because my brain went to the point where you said I have 5 kids ranging from 19 to
Mhm.
11.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. Um Wait a minute. You've got to be doing something right. Obviously something I'm not doing, because I have a face for radio. I'm telling you.
Well, and people always think that, like, oh, the first thing that they always say is, oh, you must live in the gym, and I'm like, no, not really. Actually, I went with my daughter for like 3 months straight. That's the longest I've been in the gym in the last 15 years. So before that, I maybe have been in the gym 10 times. Now, of course, I'm not lazy. I don't just sit around all day. I'm definitely moving and up and doing a lot of different things, and I'm active. But I don't live in the gym, because a lot of people say, well, I'm never going to be able to have a body like that because, I can't go to the gym. And it's just like, you don't have to go to the gym. There is no excuse. If you want something bad enough, you will find the way. And I have, you know, just perfected different things now by using it. And so I'm happy to share those things that I've used and that have worked for me. I always tell people it's slow. It's a slow process. I've never, so from all the weight loss from losing 100 pounds, I don't have any hanging skin or anything like that, so my skin's all tight. So again, if you do it the right way, you make the lifestyle changes, your body will respond, and your body actually, you're not relying on supplements or something to do it for you. You're just giving your body the nutrients that it's lacking to balance out so that it can restore what it was supposed to in the beginning. So,
Okay,
and I'm living
so
proof of that. So.
well, absolutely. So you actually also model, don't you?
I do actually. Yeah, I do modeling part time. I modeled before I had kids. And I obviously hung it up for about 16, 17 years and just got back into it. And so I've been doing quite a bit of traveling and different gigs the last year and a half. So
Okay,
most of
well,
them are bikini and things like that too. So, which is really crazy. People are blown away again when I actually tell people that I have 5 kids, because, I'm up against models that are, 18, 19, 20 years old and have a better BMI and all that kind of stuff. So body fat count and all that stuff. So it's pretty, it's rewarding. So this stuff
okay,
works.
you look like the thing that I'm having trouble getting my head around is you look like you're in your early to mid 20s.
I'm almost
That
40. So yep, I'm 38, so
I'm
this
um
stuff this stuff works.
I'm
People say they need the fountain of youth, and I'm telling you, my grandfather found it a long time ago. He's living proof. I really model after a lot of the things that he does, and I'm telling you, this stuff really does work. So you can restore
uh,
your youth back, even when you beat your body up. Because if you saw me even 5 years ago, I beat my body up pretty bad. Actually went through cervical cancer. Um, did not take any chemo or anything, just went all natural. But was very sick for a year and a half. So I was in and out of the hospitals. Spent 36 total days in the ICU. Had 4 major surgeries. So I mean, it wasn't a just a cakewalk for me. So I learned a lot along the way. I learned a lot about the medical system, what to say, what not to say. It was definitely not in vain. It was definitely has given me so much more strength and guidance to help so many more people. I've created formulas based off of things that I've taken, perfected protocols based off of what I went through. And then just honestly giving people hope, because when people are in that crossroad, it's a very scary thing. And the doctors, usually are not very open about, even caring what your opinion or what your side is. They just kind of shove what they think down your throat. And so, and then, family not agreeing with you. There's just so many different emotional aspects that people really don't understand until you've gone through it. And so, I feel like, crazy enough, I've been in remissions now for almost 3.5 years. And I can finally say that, I think it was a huge blessing more than anything that I went through that, because again, I've been able to help a lot of people. My body is, stronger than it has ever been since I was in high school, after having 5 kids and going through cancer and going through some pretty traumatic things in my life. So, it does definitely show that even when you've been beat up, even when you've had your body, kind of torn down, you can still repair. It does take a lot more discipline. It does take a lot more time, but it can be done if you're willing to put the work in. So it's kind of like
okay.
restoring an old car.
Right. Yeah.
you know?
Well, you just use good stuff, you
Yes.
know.
Yeah, a lot of people, put so much money and maintenance into their cars, and, that are the pride and the joy, but we don't do it to our bodies. So it's time to start doing that maintenance. And sometimes you have to do overhauls and, change out engines and stuff like that, from
Hmm.
all the beating up that we've done and stuff. So, but if you're ready to actually live, that's what we do. We guide people in that direction. We guide your body in helping your body heal naturally, and then stay on that path. And it will help your mind. It will help your body. You'll have more energy. You'll just be able to think clearer. And you'll notice that, you're not just surviving now, you're actually living, you're thriving, you're enjoying getting up every day, so, it makes a huge difference. And then at that point, you don't ever want to go back to that other way of living. It doesn't, that change isn't as hard anymore. So I would say the first 30 to 60 days is probably the hardest, but once your body adapts to that new way of, food and eating and all that kind of stuff, you'd be surprised. It keeps you on the right track after that. So, and it's a lot easier nowadays too. There's been a lot more options open up. So even going out, or, people say, oh, I can't eat fast food, or I can't do this. There's a lot of different options now if you have to do that. But a lot of the times it's just a matter of pre-planning, and, taking things with you. So it's really not that hard. So I think we overthink a lot more, and I'm definitely one of those people. So
Right. Well, I wanted to concentrate on this particular portion of the screen. We're not going to talk about any of this stuff, but let's see if we can zoom this up a little bit, zoom this in so people can see it easier. Um, you know, and there, haha, got it. Now, um, there's a number of kits on here that you really can't talk about, because the algorithm will find this program and sorely spank us and delete it. You have, yeah, you've got the Stay Well kit, you've got the Purification Detox kit, Purification Repair kit, the one on the lower right. Um, um, I'm I'm thinking that I know what HB stands for. I'm sure it's a shortened thing.
Yeah.
And then the ones in the middle of the screen, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
Um,
And the
yeah,
only
those
difference
definitely.
between those two is the one on the top comes with the generator, and the one on the bottom doesn't. So they're the same thing. They're the same kit. It's just like I said, one comes with the generator. So a lot of people will already have the generator. So that's why we split up the kits like that. So if people are wondering why there's one plus and one just regular. So
Right. Okay. And what I'm really liking, let me get rid of our cameras. Um, you've got the water retention control. That's big.
yeah,
Um,
that's really,
Formula
really good
D.
for I like that for, for any type of edema, but a lot of people that have gone, that have never had edema in their life, never had any issues with it, but maybe had surgery. And then all of a sudden they call me and they're like, oh my gosh, my feet are huge, because they pump me full of so much liquids. That stuff works really, really well. I mean, when I took it, it worked within 24 hours. And I mean, I was peeing like a pregnant woman. So I was going to the bathroom so much, but my feet literally looked like somebody popped them. It was just, they went down so fast. So that stuff really, really, really works. So,
Well, I never ever had problems with edema. And then I went with the flu about a year ago, and I was deathly ill for like 3 weeks. And in the course of that illness, my feet started to swell up, particularly my right foot. And
mhm.
my right foot got to about 1.5 times the size of my left foot. And then my left foot started swelling, and the
Oh,
right foot kept going.
oh
So
man,
ever since
be
then,
dangerous.
yeah, ever since then, I mean, I've never ever had problems with edema, ever. But within the last year, I have this issue, and I'm just wondering where it's coming from. I mean, I've got to wonder what's different.
So I would probably focus on like our gland rejuvenator, which is like 1196. That basically is exactly what it says. It's a gland rejuvenator. It goes through like heart support, immune, your gallbladder. It literally goes through all of the lymphatic system, circulation, everything. And that would really help to move everything through. But I would also do a plaque remover, which is number 1341. And plaque remover as in plaque remover for arteries, not for teeth. Um, so because that I would also think that, so you got to think that when your arteries are clogged or not, or there's any type of constriction, when you're sick your body works overtime, and so that sometimes manifests and shows, and you sometimes get those symptoms of that, when your body is working harder or is trying to trying to clean up something. So that's what I would focus on: the gland rejuvenator and the number 1341 um, plaque remover.
Okay.
And you can
Um,
take those
so
together. So
I'm bookmarking that one, and now we go to the 1341. But
mhm.
before we do that, I want to look what is actually in here. I mean, this ingredient list is crazy.
Oh yeah, this is a
Um,
big one. Like I said, it's
just
it's six different formulas combined together. This is my very first formula that I ever made when I was on the floor as a master herbalist. So that was back in 2012. So this is the very first formula that I made, and I made it by combining a bunch of the formulas that I took on a daily basis that my grandfather had already made, and that's how I came up with this product. So, and it's been the top seller
okay.
for a long time now. So,
Okay, so just just some of the ingredients in the gland rejuvenator. Um, there's alfalfa leaf, astragalus,
astragalus.
root,
Astragalus. Hmm.
astragalus, thank you. That's easy for you to say. Barberry root, bayberry root, bugleweed, burdock root, catnip, cayenne, chamomile, chaparral, dandelion, echinacea, fenugreek, garlic, ginger, ginkgo, golden seal, goat cola, hawthorn berry. Hawthorn berry is great. I take that myself.
Yep. Hawthorn
The
leaf too.
hawthorn leaf too.
Hmm.
Hydrangea. Wow. I mean,
I
this is
see now that
crazy.
it literally has everything that you need. I'm telling you, this is such a great, amazing formula. Um, I've had, so many testimonials on this product. I've used this product for many, many years. It's a great, great product and hits so many different elements and really makes you feel like $1,000,000. So,
Wow. Okay. So let's go look
hmm
at the plaque remover.
hmm
Um, ginger root, hawthorn berry, garlic root, horny goatweed, turmeric root, bilberry fruit.
there's
Um,
Google gum as well in there.
yeah, and none of these things seem really expensive. I mean,
No, not at all.
they're
Yeah, a lot of the times people ask me what sizes to use. So for example, so there's different sizes. If you go down a little bit, you'll see the different options that you'll have for sizes. The different, go up just a little bit. It's right below the picture.
okay. It's right below the picture.
Yeah,
All
when
right,
you go up.
picture.
Yeah, right before the cart where you can add it to it. No, you got to keep going up.
Um,
Right there.
oh, okay.
Size
Choose an
option.
option. Okay.
So it'll give you all the different sizes. So 1, 2, 4, 8. So to give an example, so like a 1 ounce is going to be a couple weeks. So that's like if you're just trying to test something out, make sure your body doesn't have any reactions to it. 2 ounces is going to give you about a month supply. 4 ounces is going to be about 2 months. 8 ounces is going to be about 4 months, and so on. So you do get bottle discounts. So if you're doing things for the first time, you've never used this product, I would probably say, do a 2 or 4 ounce so that you can give it at least 30 days to see how well it responds. Once you know that it's a
Mhm.
product that it works really well for you, then I would highly suggest doing a bigger bottle, like an 8, 16, or 32, because you get a bigger discount that way. And then as well, you can always look out for emails that will give you 20-25% off as well, and you can apply that to that. So essentially you can get like 50% off on the bigger bottles, and they have a
Mhm.
7-year shelf life, so it's not something that you have to use really fast. You don't have to keep it in the refrigerator. All you got to do is keep it in the cupboard. Room temperature is fine. It has the amber bottle. So yeah, so I would definitely suggest doing that. I always tell people, but don't buy a bigger bottle unless you've tried it, because you just want to make sure that everything, that it's the right formula for you. And we can always create a different formula, guide you to the right direction. And we also have vegetable glycerin option. So that's alcohol free. So if you have any alcohol sensitivities, the alcohol in the tinctures has to be there to preserve the herbs. If you don't have either alcohol or vegetable glycerin in there, the herbs will go bad within 3 to 4 days. It'll have mildew on the top. So in order for it to stay, for it to stay good and preserved, you have to have one of those two things in there. We use a very, very, very clean ethyl alcohol. It's very common for tinctures, so it doesn't have the effects on your liver and things like that, like drinking alcohol, and it's very minute. Even if it says 20%, it's not like 20% volume as far as, like if you would drink it from the liquor store. So it does not affect you, and how clean it is, it burns usually off into your body before it even gets to the point where it can do anything that the alcohol would normally do to you. So just a clarification there. But like I said, we do have that option where if you see on there it says the vegetable glycerin or the alcohol free, that's that option. So you can do that as well. So
Okay. Now, one thing that I'm looking at here, um, there's like with the gland rejuvenator, it's
mhm,
1748 to 139, depending on the size that you get. It's
correct.
it's available in 4, 8, 16 and 32-ounce bottles,
Correct.
and it has such a vast quantity and variety of ingredients. There's
Mhm.
just no way
Mhm.
that anybody could find these, source them from a responsible source,
Mhm.
and supplement with these ingredients themselves without spending hundreds of dollars on shipping alone
Yep.
just to
And a
get
lot of
all.
And a lot of tinctures that you get other places, if you look at them, they're 40 to 50% alcohol content. And the reason why is because it's cheaper to put the alcohol in there than it is to have the herb content. So all of our herbs is a 1 to 2 ratio, meaning the strongest extract that you can possibly do. All of our water is premium alkaline water that we use, so it extracts it stronger and it alkaline. It keeps the tinctures alkaline, and so absorbs faster into your body. So, like I said, me and my grandfather have been doing this for quite a long time. Obviously, my grandpa's been doing it a little bit longer than me, but, we have really perfected and created, he's created the things, and then I go right behind him and perfect it. And then and then I create things and then he perfects it. So it's really like a bounce back and forth. And we really come to, it's not just things that we're trying. It's a true and tried products and methods and protocols and things that we've done, and we've had hundreds and thousands of testimonials throughout the 60 years that my grandfather's been doing his ministry. So
Wow, that's that's crazy. Um,
Mhm.
that is just flat amazing. Let's go back up here so people can see that it's a beautiful website,
Thank you.
absolutely beautiful. And
Yeah, and the father of
so,
my 5 girls actually is the one who he's my ex-husband, but we're still best friends and get along very well. He's the one who actually created the site, and that's what he does for a living as well too. So he's available if anybody does need any websites or anything like that. That's one thing that he does. But he's very, very talented, and he's actually did my grandfather's and my website as well. So
excellent.
so,
Okay, let's talk discounts.
okay.
Do you have like a coupon code or a special for Global Voice viewers?
We do. So I'm going to activate it as soon as we get off of this broadcast. But it will be, let me see here. It's GBC, right?
GVN.
Oh, GVN. Okay. Why is that
Yeah,
GBC?
Global
Okay.
Voice Network.
So we'll just make it simple and just put if you heard us on here, we'll do GVN, and that will be 25% off.
Oh, wow.
So
That's that's amazing.
type
Okay.
in GVN
Well,
and it'll give you 25.
I do so appreciate. Thank you. So use the coupon code GVN, and you have just got to see this website, and you also have to check out Grandpa's website,
Mhm.
herbalhealthreview.com,
Yeah, fill out
because
that member intake form, become a member. It really is a good thing. You get a lot of guidance, you get a lot of help, and it makes it a lot easier to know what to take and how to take it and things like that. Because I think a lot of this is knowledge. You can have all the tools in the world, but if you don't know how to use them, they're useless. So it's definitely a great, great program where you get great products and you get great guidance. So it's a hand in hand system, and you will definitely feel the difference. So
and because there's the symbiotic relationship between the two websites. Let's say somebody had an issue, and with 4,000 some formulations, it's unlikely to assume that you're not going to have a formulation that would handle an issue. But if an issue does come up where there's like a different list of ingredients are necessary. Uh, do you have you ever done like a custom formulation for uh, a few customers or whatever?
Absolutely.
Is that so? If you don't have what they need and they need it, you and your grandfather will get together and you will make sure that you have it.
Correct,
And
correct. Yeah, if we
when
can't get it, we'll find it locally for you, guide you in the right direction. People that we trust as well. Um, we have been known for accommodating people. So we've had people that are extremely, extremely poor, but they need multiple formulas. So we've combined it into one formula for them to make it so that they can get what they need. We've had people where they need special formulas. They really needed the formula, but they couldn't take one of the herbs in it or something like that, so I mean, there's not really any hurdle that we won't get over. So email us, give us a call, and we'll see what we can do. We can put our heads together. A lot of the formulas that I've created are formulas from consults that I've done, and realized, hey, we don't have a formula for this, and I'm giving them 5 different formulas to take, in conjunction with it. And so I'm like, let me create this formula. So if there's a formula that we haven't created that we need to, then we're open to that as well. So yeah, I mean, also, any wholesalers, anybody that has a store, or maybe this is your passion as well, and you want to be educated, we do a lot of mentoring. My grandfather has his broadcast every Thursday that you can listen on, and you learn tremendous amount of education there. We have our herbal descriptions book. Wholesalers get 50% off the retail products that we manufacture. So, and we can also do private labeling. So you can make your own label, put it on there, or you can sell our label. So we have a lot of different options available. We're going to be opening up that affiliate program again. So then that way, you basically, all you do is put a link on your website, and anytime somebody clicks on it, you get paid. So very, very easy to get paid that way. And we're, like I said, we're changing the infrastructure on that as well. So yeah, a lot of new, exciting, different things. So, and like I said, there's not any question that is a bad question. So email us, let us know what anything that you need to know, and I will let you know if we can do it. So
excellent, excellent. Now, I have I have a few affiliate relationships that I've set up, but you let me know. Let me know
okay.
when you're ready to do the affiliate thing, because uh, I do I do bentonite clay, and I do a hemp paste thing, and I do the humic fulvic mineral liquid,
Hmm.
and the shilajit resin and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I don't have a general health and herbs uh, affiliate relationship, and I
Okay.
would absolutely, absolutely love to be affiliated with you guys.
Yeah, that would be
So,
awesome. And I honestly think that the best way that the best advice I've ever given anybody is start with like doing a consult for yourself, getting on some of the herbs, because the best way to sell anything is through, I mean, like me, all I got to do is say I have 5 kids, and then I can literally anything I tell anybody to eat or take, they just immediately are like, I have their attention. So had I not said I have 5 kids, people are just looking at me like, oh, you've been skinny your whole life. Shut up, lady. So,
mhm,
but as soon as they know, oh my gosh, wait, she knows the struggle. I mean, I was just 200 pounds just in 2018. So, um, it gives that, you need that credibility. So, and people want to know what's worked for you. They want to know your experience. And, that's why reviews and all that kind of stuff are so valuable. So, I would start there, helping your family, things like that. And then that will kind of guide you on what to put up there, and stuff like that. So I'm excited to help you and guide you in the right direction. And yeah, show you the benefits of the herbs as well.
excellent. Well, we're out of time. This has been a lot of fun,
Yeah.
very informative, and your website is beautiful, and your grandfather's website is like extensive. You can literally get lost in the thing,
Oh, I
and
know.
you can you can find information on that on anything and everything you could possibly imagine. So, Britt,
Yeah,
thank you so much for joining me. This has
you're
been
very
very,
welcome.
very, very helpful. Don't forget, go to betterhealthherbs.com. Use the promo code GVN for 25% off. That's
Yeah,
betterhealthherbs.com. And thank you so much for joining me, Brittany. It's been a
you're very
pleasure.
welcome. No problem. Thank you
Uh,
so much.
can I have you back on again sometime?
Of course, yeah, we can definitely do it again. What I have two broadcasts I'm doing next week, but we can, yeah, whatever you want to do.
Okay. A month or two, something like that,
Okay,
just
yeah,
to. All right.
that
Thank you
would be
so much,
perfect.
Brittany. This
Thank you
has
so
been
much.
Logical Thinking. Thank you, Brittany. This has been
Bye.
Logical Thinking on Global Voice Network and bbsradio.com/logical thinking. We're on bbsradio.com TV1 every other Saturday, 9 p.m. Central Time. And this show will be up there tonight. Thank you for joining me. We'll catch you later.